Welcome to the African American Cyber Report. My name is Tom Huskerson. Today we're going to talk about something that you may or may not know is happening. So I'm going to explain it to you and show you exactly what you can do about it. Basically what has happened is the Trump administration has decided to repeal a rule instituted under the Obama administration that prevented your internet service provider from compiling and selling your personal data. Now we know there's two things that black people do not tolerate. A, we don't play when it comes to our money, and B, we don't like our business in the street. But basically what this rule allows the internet service provider to do, and that's the company that provides your internet connection, is to compile information on you and what you do online and then sell it to marketers. Now when I talk about what you do online, I mean where you do your shopping, your banking online, your social media activities such as Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is that you do. Whatever you do on the internet, whatever your family or your children do on the internet from your home, the internet service provider is now free to compile that information and sell it. That's putting your business in the streets of cyberspace. So what we're going to talk about today is how to prevent that, how to protect yourself, and how to protect your personal information. The best way to do that is to use a VPN. Now, a VPN is a virtual private network. And what a VPN does is it establishes a private connection between your computer, your tablet, or your cell phone or smartphone, whatever it is that you're using, and the website that you are working with. It establishes a secure connection over the public internet. It scrambles the information, or they use the word encryption. It encrypts the information so that no one can read it, not even your ISP. So your personal information and what you do online is now secure. No one can see your business, okay? Virtual private networks are available online. Some of them cost about $40 a year. There are others that you can install, pay for them one time for a lifetime, and you're secure. But you need to be careful and do your homework, because ever since this rule was implemented, there's been a lot of fake VPNs showing up on the internet. You can go to my website, the African American Cyber Report, look at the story African Americans and Internet Privacy, and you'll find links there that will take you to legitimate VPN websites. But I have something better that will allow you to provide security for yourself for free without entering your email address, without registering and putting your name on anything. It's called the Opera web browser. The Opera web browser is the only web browser that I'm aware of that has a built-in VPN already in the system, okay? Doesn't require you to put your name on anything. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you how to download the Opera browser to your computer, whether it be a Windows computer or a Mac machine, show you how to install it, how to set it up. The whole process takes just a few minutes. You don't need any technical skill, no technical savvy. You don't have to be a college graduate to do this. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, and it's free. Here we go. Okay, we are about to download the Opera browser, which is the only browser that has a built-in VPN, virtual private network. The process is very simple, very straightforward. It doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge or skill. So we're going to go through the process. This is going to take every bit of 4 to 5 minutes to do. So pay attention. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Google Chrome, because you need a browser to get to the browser. We're going to maximize that so we can see what we're doing. Step number 1, we're going to go to the Opera homepage, which is www.opera.com. And there it is. The first thing you will notice is that the Opera homepage has detected that I'm working with an Apple computer. So that is a browser that it automatically offers me. Right there, it says download now. There's a little Apple symbol. It's free for Mac, but it's also free for Windows and Linux systems. If you're working with a Microsoft or Windows system, simply click on computer browsers, and you can select from your computer operating system here. This is Windows, that's Mac, and that's Linux. Most people are working with a Windows or a Mac system. Linux is an open source software system. Some people are more advanced, work with that. But what we're probably going to be working with is Windows and Mac. Now, before I go any further, let me explain something to you. Opera is also available in a mobile browser for your tablets and your smartphone. So if you click on that, there's Opera Mini, the Opera browser there, all these little goodies here. So basically just remember that it works for phones as well. There you see it is for basic phones. Now let's go back. Computer browsers. We're dealing with a Mac, so there it is. We're going to download for the Mac system. This process goes fairly quickly. Like I said, no more than about 4 or 5 minutes it takes to go through the whole thing to set it up and install and get it running. Right? I'm going to click on download now. Notice what happens. We go to the Opera download page. You notice that the zip file will appear in the bottom left-hand corner of an Apple system. For the Windows systems, it may appear down here. It may appear in the center of your screen, or it may go directly to your download folder. You won't see anything. If that happens, just go to your download folder on your Windows system. I guarantee you it's probably in there. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the downward facing arrow. Click there. I'm going to go to open. What's going to happen is I'm going to get my download window, and as you see here in Mac, there's the downloads, there's my Opera installer along with the zip file. What you want to do now is click on the Opera installer. Now what's going to happen is your computer is going to go into a sort of security mode. It's going to go into sort of a self-preservation mode. What's going to happen when I click on here is this. The computer is going to ask me a very straightforward question. It tells me Opera installer is an application downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? What your computer is telling you is that you're about to perform a very dangerous step. Make sure that when you download or click on anything when you're online, when you're on the internet, that you know exactly what it is that you're clicking on and who you are dealing with, okay? If you click on the wrong thing or download the wrong software from a website on the internet, you could find your computer either badly damaged, you could accidentally install some malware, some software that you don't want, or you could find yourself with your computer system locked up with ransomware, and you may end up just having to throw your computer away and go out and buy a whole new system and rebuild all your data files, because there are systems out there that will hold your system for ransom or wipe out all your data on your computer. So remember, this step is extremely dangerous. That's why the computer is asking you one more time before you do this, do you want to open this file? I'm going to click on open, yes. All right, and I'm going to minimize my download page, and there you have it, the Opera installer. All right, all you're going to do right now is click on install. It takes a few minutes for the operating system to install, the browser to install. And what's going to happen is once you're installed, a lot of times you will have to import your bookmarks and populate what they call their speed dial page. And when this opens up, you'll see my speed dial page is already populated. I've set this up before. So all my favorite links are here. As you can see, if you have to, you can import your bookmarks and things like that from your Google browser or your Microsoft browser, whichever one you're using. It's a very simple process. But what we're looking for now is this right here, the VPN. That blue box with the VPN in it on the left side of your URL window is basically telling you that your browser is VPN capable and you're ready to go to work. If you do not see that small VPN box in your URL when you download the Opera browser, go over here to the little cog here, click on that, go down to browser settings, click on that. All right, this is the page where you basically set up your customized browser along with the themes or wallpaper that you want to use on your screen. But what we're concerned with right now is privacy and security. We're going to click on privacy and security. We're looking for this right here, the VPN enabled, okay? If your VPN is not enabled, then you won't see that little check mark in the box. Now pay attention, because this is how you know your VPN is working. You have VPN right here in your URL window. If you don't see that and it looks like this, where there's no VPN here, that means that your VPN is not working. You want to enable your VPN, click there. The VPN box appears. You are now protected. Your browser is VPN capable. You're ready to go to work. Your data is protected. It's encrypted, so no one can see it but you and the website that you're working with, and that includes your ISP. I'm going to close this, basically, and I'm going to close this. And that's it. That's how quick and simple it is to add a layer of security to what you do on the internet. You want to do that. You want to protect your data, privacy, keep your information secure. Like I said before, black people do not like having their business in the streets. On the internet, it's the same thing. You have to protect what it is that you're doing so people can't see and basically track you on the internet and follow you around and so on and so forth. Okay? That's how simple this process is. And that's pretty much how it works. Quick, simple, and free. Your data is now protected. Your business is no longer in the streets of cyberspace. Your ISP cannot see what it is that you're doing online. The preservation of privacy online is very important. It's especially important to black people. We have to know what's going on. We have to focus on what's happening in cyberspace and how it affects us. That's what the African American Cyber Report is all about. That is why I'm telling you this. So please check us out at www.africanamericancyberreport.com. We are on Twitter at AAcyberreport. You can also find us on Facebook. So stick with us, check us out. We're going to let you know what's happening in cyberspace, how it affects you. Thank you very much. I'm Tom Huskerson. I'll see you next time.